In imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within. I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up their octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, the opposition in. All lane switching, this is what the game is missing. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my...
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. On tap, we've got what should be a fairly intriguing matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Oakland Raiders. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, it's a day for celebration in the East Bay. It is, for all intents and purposes, the final chapter of what has been a great era of football here in Oakland, California. The pregame festivities here in Oakland have to be seen to be believed. This crowd in silver and black, they are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Hi again, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play. They come in playing some decent football, 5-3 in their last 8 games. Meanwhile, for the visiting Jaguars, they come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
Nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football.
Ready, 50, plant.
Mark 27. Let's go, D.
Cook now on first down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. The numbers there for Brown from a week ago. 3 catches, 88 yards.
And most teams mark down big plays as ones that gain 10 yards or more. He certainly has big playability, and we just saw it on display.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it?
Hey, lock it.
Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you're drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
On first down, it's Martin. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Now, after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this.
Here we in Tucson.
Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch it go.
On 2nd and 15 now. Cook. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
A 50-yard attempt.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So the opening drive. This offense ready to head back out there as they'll take over with a little over a minute to play in this first quarter. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. And now this pass brought in by Brown. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A Raider 1st down, 17 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Cook. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter. So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. There goes Martin, 1st down and more. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
70, Indy.
Cook throwing on 1st down. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Give the sack there to Jake Ryan.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something. And he can't get away from the pressure. Cook goes down. Calais Campbell make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. They were trying to set up that screen, trying to get that screen to formulate. Took too long.
Ends up taking a sack, and that leads you to a couple of other questions. Number one, why don't you just get rid of the football near the screen guy so that you don't take an interception? But really, the big one, they just took everything away, and he was really kind of flummoxed on that play and ended up taking the sack.
Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. The Raiders try. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. To throw is Cook on 1st and 10. He's going deep for Brown. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play that time for the Raiders. 56 yards. A one-handed catch, that's one thing, but with a defender right there, that was a heck of a play.
It used to be that one-handed catch was instinctive in a game. Now it's a practiced move. They work on it before, after, during practice sessions. It becomes part of their repertoire, and it pays off.
2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. From the 16, Cook dancing to his left, and he's going to keep it here. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Brings up third down.
Let's go now. 10-2 stop.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, T. We got to get to the ball.
Now Cook from the gun on third down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Antonio Brown, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Little loft on that touchdown pass and sort of dropped it in the breadbasket perfectly.
Right in the bucket.
So we are in the second quarter now as the offense gets set to take over. They've got it 1st and 10. Here's Cook on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Cook now to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. We pick it up 2nd quarter here as the offense gets ready for the drive. On first down, Cook. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
After the sack on first down, Cook. This one complete to Doug Martin. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Ready.
Cook operating from the gun towards the end zone for Brown. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. To throw is Cook. Going to throw again. And that is intercepted by the... Now the ball comes loose. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession. So we are in the second quarter now as the offense gets set to take over. They've got it 1st and 10. Now Cook. A final shot before break. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So we have reached, due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And they have been disruptive in the passing game as we're going to...
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Here's Cook throwing on first down. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. With the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Cook. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving.
It'll be a 1st and 10 coming up as this offense takes over possession of the football in the 3rd quarter.
Ready up.
Here we go, D.
Get it.
Cook now on 1st and 10. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Here's Martin as they begin on the ground. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Face mask. Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
He's going deep for Brown. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball. Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Throwing on 1st down. Cook. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll run on first down. Martin. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Cook on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he can't get away from the pressure. Cook goes down. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
On the ready.
To throw is Cook. From the gun, he'll throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Jaguars, their battle to finish 500 gets a slight lift as they move to 6.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe
Start
like
your
Chappelle
week by
show.
installing your game plan.
Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL 100 Game of the Week on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what ought to be a great matchup between the Oakland Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach. Well, after 3 years as the home of the Chargers, it is most likely the final regular season home game at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Oakland Raiders and our home team. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football.
Ready? 30 base. Leo. Check.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. So we'll look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to...
So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. Now Cook throwing on 1st down. And it's caught. And he's brought down. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. 2nd and 6. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position, now facing 3rd down. That is caught by Brown. Touchdown, Raiders. The offense set to take the field here as they have the football in the final minute of this 1st quarter. Here's Cook throwing to start the drive. Over the middle here to Brown. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. 10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And that pass is going to be intercepted by the All-Pro DB Desmond King. And they'll start out with great field position. So we are in the final minute now of the first half as this offense gets ready to take over.
Lonnie, 15 left. You better be afraid of me. Shut up.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Raider first.
Good. 90, Wolf.
Choose the mic. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Cook now on 1st and 10. And he can't get away from the pressure. Cook goes down. Denzel Perryman gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Throwing, Cook. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Melvin Ingram, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool the defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over. You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant to the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. A good kick, 48 yards. 4. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. On 1st and 10, Cook. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Cook. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. A give going right to Martin. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Here now, Johnny Townsend as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the 3rd quarter. Cook on 1st down. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and on the season now that is 9 sacks for him. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back to throw. Cook. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Joey Bosa has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Now that's the way to start the 2nd half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And this offense takes over. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 8 read. I hope you got your left, because I'm about to take you through.
To throw is Cook. Throwing on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So first and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw. Cook. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up in that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check. So following the fumble, this offense will get another shot at it as they quickly head back onto the field. On first down, it's Martin. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Now Cook. Throwing on third and long. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down. It's been a struggle for him accruing yards in this game passing the football, so there he said, hey, I'm going to try to chuck it deep, but another incompletion.
Has to be a little bit frustrating because of what you just described. It's been a struggle for him here in the second half, hoping for one big shot to get him out of the doldrums. And he's got to be fired up about that effort.
We are in the fourth and final quarter as the offense will have the football starting this drive first and 10. Here's Cook throwing to start the drive. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Cook now throwing again. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. The Raiders on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
Come on, man. Let's go.
So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. Cook on 1st and 10. Gonna look deep for Wilson. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a gain of 35.
Let's go. Let's go.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
To throw is Cook on 1st down. He's going deep for Brown. He's got a man complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Antonio Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Those are the types of plays in these moments. How will this offense respond? Their defense just gave up the touchdown. Now it's their opportunity. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
No. Score. Let's go.
On 4th down, Cook. He's going to let it fly. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chargers will get the football back in excellent. Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the media buffet. You made it to the end. You didn't consume a single calorie.
I appreciate that. What you missed is me going to the concession stand outside of your eyesight and getting it done that way. Look, I mean, they were serving the good stuff. I had to do it.
Oh, man, but you're svelte, in good shape, but you cheated a little bit. We'll let it slide.
I appreciate that. Always a pleasure to work with you.
So for the home team here, the win moves them to 8-7 now on the year. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brady. your week by installing your game plan.
Touchdown, I gotta